President Trump has denied that his views have changed about building a wall along the border with Mexico. Building the wall was a key campaign pledge and embodied his vision of America first. In the second of our reports, charting a year since the presidential inauguration, our North America editor John Sopel has travelled to the border with Mexico and considers how Mr. Trump has reshaped US foreign policy.
If you want a symbol of the Trump approach to foreign policy, it's this: the wall.
We will build the wall as sure as you are standing there tonight. We need the wall.
What's here at the moment he sees as woefully inadequate, as he tweeted about again today. We need the wall for the safety and security of our country. We need the wall to help stop the massive inflow of drugs from Mexico. He wants a physical barrier, sealing America off from Mexico literally. But it's a metaphor too for the rest of the world. America first, America protected. Up the coast from this barren border in California, it feels like another planet. On the outskirts of LA is the high-tech pharmaceutical company Xencor, one of many in the area. This is the entire staff. This is how many of them were born in the US, and this is how many whose parents were born in the US. The owner, himself of Jordanian origin, says the president's immigration policies are self-defeating.
We're competing against China and India and Europe. If we can't bring in the best from everywhere, we're not going to win anymore. When you think of these American industries, we don't function without the ability to get the best talent from the world. And, well, that means immigration.
America can't just disentangle itself from the rest of the world and its long-standing commitments, whether it be trade with the people who live on the other side of this wall, whether it be NATO commitments, the Pacific, or fighting ISIS, or Donald Trump's long-standing ambition of bringing peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians.
Just along from here, they're working out what sort of wall to build. The inspiration for it are the concrete sections of the separation barrier that Israel has built. When Donald Trump visited the region last May, he made a point of being even-handed, pleasing Israelis with his visit to the Western Wall, satisfying Palestinians by going to Bethlehem. But he enraged the Arab world when last month he announced he wanted to recognise Jerusalem as Israel's capital and move the US embassy there.
This is nothing more or less than a recognition of reality. It is also the right thing to do.
Palestinians were horrified and showed their disgust by burning US flags. 1 year on, no one's any clearer about what the Trump peace plan will look like.
A reinforced wall might stop illegal immigrants scurrying across the border from Mexico, but it's not going to do much to stop an intercontinental ballistic missile fired from North Korea. That country's nuclear tests has provided Donald Trump with his greatest foreign policy challenge, a challenge he's met in his own inimitable way.
Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. They will be met with fire and fury.
But here the tough talk may be working. Yes, the provocative nuclear tests have continued, but have slowed down. Tougher sanctions have been agreed, and North Korea has reopened a line of communications to the south, and its athletes will now participate in the forthcoming Winter Olympics. Is that the Trump effect?
Donald Trump had almost seemed to hope that the world would leave America alone, but that's not how it works when you're US president. The world has a habit of intruding, and even the sturdiest wall and the most trenchant America First slogan can only protect you from so much. John Sopel, BBC News, on the US-Mexico border.